I usually would do an intro and everything like that. I would usually be talking about video games and stuff, but no, today's not that day to talk about video games, and I'm not going to do an intro because yesterday, yesterday was it was really bad for the people in Texas, and my heart and prayers go out to the parents of those 19 children that got murdered, and to the two teachers that got killed, and the grandmother of the scumbag that did the murders. I had a video. I did make a. I was planning on making a video earlier today, but I say some things earlier that would get me in trouble by YouTube and all that stuff. So I decided to I decided to redo this video, but do it in a way where where I'm not going to the extreme and stuff like that. Yes, I'm still gonna fucking cuss because you know what? I don't because I am still upset about this, and I know I've been seeing it on the media that he got bullied. This guy, the killer, the piece of shit who killed those people was bullied and stuff. Well, I hate to say this. I was bullied. I mean, I had people had to try to test me in elementary school, and even in let alone up to high school. You know what I did something about it. I fought back. I stood up to those same people who tried to bully me, who tried to steal, who tried to, I mean, who tried to rob me for my Timberlands when I was in high school and stuff. I did all of that. Even before I know, I mean, I'm fighting over material stuff, but at that time, it was either I fight back or I give it up and let myself become a punk ass bitch at the hands of somebody else. And that's something my father, let alone everybody in my family, even my older brother, had told me that you're not that he'll never let me become some punk out here. Period. And my father didn't raise punks. He didn't raise punk ass bitches, and he didn't raise people to be bullies either. He raised me to be respectful and and to defend myself if necessary. And here's the point: when I say if necessary, and what I mean by if necessary, it means you throwing hands, not going to go get a gun to go shoot 19 children, two teachers, and your own grandmother. That shows how much of a heartless bitch a person really is. And I know we all talk about blame the guns, blame the guns for everything. But in reality, you can't blame the gun. You can't blame the guns for idiots killing other people. No, you blame the person responsible for it. Period. And I say this now. I don't say this just as a person. I say this as a father. I'm a father of an 11-year-old son who's in fifth grade. I say this as a father because I care. The only reason why I get to go home. I mean, I get to come to my son's house and hug him and tell him how much I love him because I'm lucky to do that. Some fathers, let alone mothers, are not that lucky. Some of them not now. You got like 19 other mothers and fathers who can't hug their child, can't spend Christmas with them, can't spend birthdays with them, can't even take them out to, can't even do New Year's stuff with them, all because of a punk ass coward who who was so edgy and so angry that he had to blame the whole world for his fucking problems. And it hurts me a lot because you know what? This hit close to home to me because one, this ain't the first school shooting I heard of. Remember Columbine? Yes, I was around. I was actually I was actually in high school. I was actually either in high school or middle school when Columbine hit. because you got two edgy ass punk ass kids who are the one that show up at school and try to bring video games on it. And I gotta say before, and this is, I mean, I know this is not a video game topic because I usually talk about video games. I usually talk about life lessons and stuff. Well, this is more than just a life lesson. This is more than just a life story and all that stuff like this. And this is more than just video games to me. This is other people's lives you're playing with. This is other people's lives that person took away because he was so pissed at the world that he couldn't handle it no more. Instead of picking up a gun, instead of picking up two AR-15s or whatever the fuck you picked up to go do all that stuff, you could have turned yourself in, could have turned yourself into to an institution. Got some help, something. Could have did that. No, what he did is not only unthinkable, not only disgusting, but also immoral. And I have no respect for people who target kids. Period. I have no respect and I have no respect for anyone who targets kids. And it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. We live in a country. We live in a country that actually gives that we actually care about a lot of people. Mind you, we take in a lot of immigrants every day. We clothe them, we bathe them, we help them get citizenship here, and we do. And at the same time, we even help our own people too. So no, I'm not making this a race issue because this is not a race issue at all. This is not a race issue. This is not a religious issue. This is not an SUO orientation issue. No, it's a people issue. It's a people issue because people like that piece of shit should have never had his hands on the gun to begin with. And I know people are going to say, oh, you are making this a race issue. No, I'm not. You know why? I'm not making it a race issue? Because my son is mixed. My niece is mixed. My cousins are mixed. Not to mention, not to mention, I've been around people of 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 Hispanic, Asian, and white in Caucasian origin, and I never had a problem with anybody. And I wish not to have any problems with anybody. But there's only one thing I hate more is hate more than thieves, liars, and scumbags is racist people. I ultimately do not like racist people at all. Because I didn't grow up to be racist, and I'm not teaching my son to be that either. I was taught to be racially tolerant of everybody, to love everybody the same way they will love you, to treat them the way you want to be treated. What the hell has happened to that in this country? What the hell has happened to America? Have we really gone soft? Has the United States really gone soft right now? I'm not talking about taking away the guns. No, because I mean, people don't understand this, but I am a pro Second Amendment person. I'm all for Second Amendment if it's done properly. If it's given to the people who does not exhibit tendencies to, to racism or anything like that. I'm all for gun control too. But what I'm not all for is racist and people with serious, deep rooted issues getting their hands on a gun. Because you never know what they can do to people. And that's for mental illness. I'm not gonna no. I'm not gonna I don't I have no I don't have people. I have issues with people who have mental illnesses because you know why? I've been to school with them, and I have autism. Yes, I have autism. I didn't even know I had autism until I hit high school. So I went to high school and found out that I had autism. Some people call it a disease. I call it. I call it. I call it my. I call it something different. Something I won't even discuss on this. I won't discuss right here, right now. But either way, we as people, as a nation, as a country, need to do more. We need to do more to prevent school shootings, all types of shootings from happening. Because what happened in Buffalo, what happened in Texas, that should have never. That all that, let alone Carbine, all that should have never happened. It should have never happened. And I don't. And yes, I do. I partially blame social media for this. But who else I also blame? I blame the parents for not raising them right from wrong. To raise your own child to hate the world because you hate the world is sick, disgusting, and I wish for no child, not even my own child, to grow up like that piece of shit that ultimately got his life taken by the cops. I wish he didn't. I wish he would. I wish he would have got to face justice, like the guy in Buffalo's going to face. But but natural selection took its natural natural selection took its course yesterday. And I know I shouldn't say it like that, but I'm grateful that the officers put down put put down a scumbag like that. Because you know why? Because if they didn't do it, there would have been more people killed. There would have been more children killed, more adults killed, another person killed. Hell, what happened in Texas could have easily happened here in Boston. And I'm glad it didn't happen here. But at the same time, I'm also sad for those children that lost their lives because of a scumbag. Those same children who are never going to be able to go home to their mom, to their dad, to their brother, to their sister, to their aunt and uncle, and I could go on and on about it. But the only reason I'm able to come here to my son is because I didn't do anything stupid to risk getting my life taken away. The only main reason why my cousins and my son get to go home to get to go home to see me is we because and I'm not saying this to be mean because first responders are always on the scene when are usually on the scene when something like this happens. We need to have more of that to go down. We need to have more first responders to be on the scene. If it has to get to the point where police have to be at the schools, well, so damn be it. Let them be at the fucking schools. Cause you know what? We need more of that. We need more. We need more male detectives. We need more police officers. We need more. We need to do more. No person deserves to die out here because of a scumbag, because of a piece of shit who is so fucking mad that he can't go talk to a counselor and something like that. Yes, I'm angry. Yes, I'm sad. But more than that, I'm hurt and disappointed. I'm disappointed in everything that's going on. We're better than this. The United States is better than this. Instead of putting down the gun, instead of us being, I mean, yes, I'm part of yes, I'm part of an organization that says guns down, gloves up, and I stand by that. But I also stand by the Second Amendment too, when it's done right and when it's given to the right people, and not some sickos who have a tendency to want to kill themselves, who wants to kill children, elderly, and adults, and even people of color or religion or different backgrounds because they're so mad at the world. Nobody shouldn't have to suffer because of a scumbag like that. So I had to get on here and we do this again, without the yelling and without the screaming and without me mentioning other stuff. And I'm over here being aware of this. My heart, and like I said before, my heart and my prayers go out to those, all, to everybody affected in Texas, especially the parents of those children that got murdered, especially the 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 kids of the two teachers that got murdered, especially also the family members of that scumbag's grandmother who he murdered. My heart goes out to all of that, all of you. With that said, this is the Stardust Gamer, aka Derek Shepard. Peace.